Hi everyone! We're excited to receive our new Luba 3 high-cut version of their 3000 model. This is an all-wheel drive mower. First of all, here's a quick unbox for you, and for us because we always find that helpful when we have to pack up our units for the winter. We can look at our video to see how everything fit in the box. Here's the star of the show, with its most significant addition, its top-mounted LiDAR module that literally creates a three-dimensional map 360 degrees around the mower. Can't wait to test that, but let's start assembly with the front bumper. The light should be at the top and the Mammotion logo should be right side up. After connecting the wire harness, you can slide the bumper into place, raise the front end, and push until it clicks into place, and then follow up with the two screws so that it's totally secure. Having the styrofoam packaging on hand makes it safe to flip the mower without damaging the LiDAR unit, so that you can safely install the side guards and later on clean its underside and change its 12 blades. Mammotion even included the Phillips head and Torx screwdriver. Nice! Afterwards, let's remove the foam blade guard and check out what's new under here. The dual-disc, 15.7-inch, 165-watt motors and pivoting razor cut system. With its redesigned discs, which should protect the blades, it also has smaller profile side blade guards, which should reduce clogging there. Same suspension system and Omni wheels that should keep all four wheels gripping our rough terrain. Looking on top, we can see the prominent stop button for safety, waterproof controls, and the rain sensor that can tell it to return to dock until it stops. This LiDAR unit is the first mechanism of Luba 3's Tri-Fusion Vision and Navigation System, along with its dual-camera AI vision and AI processor capable of 10 trillion operations per second. Time to insert the security key. Here we can see the infrared receiver that helps the Luba 3 dock efficiently. In case you're not aware, NetRTK is the future, and it's built into the Luba 3, and it's free for the lifetime of the unit. We are located in the United States, where NetRTK was rolled out in the first week of April. We installed our RTK prior to that because we needed it to begin testing. And we also included the installation of the RTK for those of you who don't have NetRTK service. One tip for those of you if your land is like ours with rocky or uneven soil, you might use a bag of pea gravel under the base. At this point, the physical installation is complete, so we can move on to installing the app and adding both the mower and the RTK. The Luba 3 appeared after clicking the large plus button, and then we clicked on the little plus button to the right. Don't forget to do the same process for the RTK because it requires firmware updates just like the mower. Speaking of that, it's probably best to leave automatic updates on. Here you can see that I am adding the RTK. This will automatically bind the RTK and the mower, as well as connect over Wi-Fi to see if there is a firmware update for both devices. Now it's time to map. The first thing Luba will do is calibrate itself by making circles and scanning the area with its camera and sensors. A helpful tip is to create your docking channel at this point, even though you do not have a task area set up yet. We'll illustrate this over the next minute or so. We are experienced with Mammotion products, so in the past we would create the task zones with no-go zones as needed first, then connect each of them by adding channels, working our way back to the dock. So you'll see I created my first zone, which is adjacent to the charging dock, and then added the channel back to its dock. as I'm creating the channel, the LiDAR unit sees the charging dock and completed its path automatically. But it created a very efficient diagonal line, not knowing that that diagonal path would take it over 3-inch river rock. As you can see, it has absolutely no problem driving over that 3-inch river rock, but we didn't think that was the best practice. Also, it gave us the opportunity to show you that you can edit the map easily. So from the home page, I selected Edit, and the 2 elements populated. I hit the trash can next to the channel, which is channel 1, and selected Delete. Now it's gone. See the exclamation point? Luba is letting us know that we have the issue of no charging channel. We decided at this point to do it the old-fashioned way and create our second zone first and the channel last. If you're new to this process, the work zones are simply closed loops. You don't have to drive the mower to the precise endpoint that you started from, because Luba will allow you to click Finish when you are relatively close to that starting point. Easy. Now that we have our 2 task areas mapped, it's time to redo the charging channel. So I remote controlled the mower into its dock and then selected Create, then selected Channel, then the triangle to start mapping a channel. And Luba automatically records the channel as I steer it the way I want it to travel. This turned out much better. I tested it by clicking the recharge icon. Perfect.
At this point, we were really anticipating that first mowing session, so we started working on task settings. And Mammotion has been refining its app for years. It shows, because they allow so much customization for each mowing session, which you can apply to one zone or all zones. We'll show you a handful, but there are even more. It's the beginning of spring, and the grass isn't growing at all, and there may be sticks, so we chose almost the highest setting for this high-cut model at 3.9 inches. We also chose 3.0 feet per second, which is really fast, especially since this is a very challenging hill. Did you see that message? The app is telling us that we forgot to add a channel between Area 1 and Area 2. We have to do that before mowing. It's the same process as before. Click Create, then Channel, then drive it to the starting point, click Start and drive it to the end point and save it. It's a little tough to see it, so I grabbed a screenshot. It's this one right here. Here's what Luba looks like using this new channel. Now we're ready to mow. Did you hear the mowing discs engage? I know, it's not easy because they're really quiet. Also, they most certainly are not spinning at their highest speed because the Luba can sense the resistance as it's spinning and will increase their power when mowing through thick grass. No grass to mow here. So sad. The all-wheel drive system is performing very well, and we're really looking forward to running that through its paces with our challenging hills and rugged terrain when the grass comes out of its winter hibernation. As you are enjoying this mowing footage, you might want to focus on how quiet and refined the drive motors are. So quiet, no whining. The live look-in on the app is great, so we can keep tabs on the mower and we can see its progress. These stripes look really good, and the grass really isn't even growing yet. Here you can see the multi-point turn that we chose. In the app, you can also choose zero turn. So far, it's been a great start. Not perfect, but we are very impressed with the Luba 3 LiDAR. We had one issue after a firmware update where our LiDAR wasn't initializing. We chose to do a factory reset to see if it fixed the issue. After doing the reset, that solved the problem, and we switched over to NetRTK seamlessly. Then we remapped our property, which is nearly an acre of mowing on the side of a mountain. We're going to keep on challenging the Luba 3 throughout the spring, summer, and fall, and plan to do numerous videos highlighting its performance. We're looking forward to testing its beta functions such as drop and mow. We might even use it as a sort of security guard with its first-person view to patrol our property. Huh. We'll test the recent upgrades such as virtual fence, obstacle-free zone, and pattern mowing, as well as its obstacle avoidance. We'll definitely challenge its hill climbing ability on our Hill of Doom, and even more challenging, the ankle breaker. Please subscribe to follow our progress and click the like button so that YouTube shows our videos to others. It's free to you and it really helps us. Thanks.